today. I'm popping one real quick. Hey, Twitch. This is safety. This is safety. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ah, shit. What's good, though? I want to get this shit so fucking clear today, okay? Now, y'all seen the title. Y'all seen what I put out. Thursdays, right now for me, it's gonna be Thursday stories. Storytime Thursdays, okay? Now, y'all know I love yapping. Y'all know I also got ADHD legally on paper, okay? Maybe a little bit of autistic in there. I don't want to see that though. But look, here's the thing though. Storytime Thursdays are for me telling a story. Very detailed, by the way. And y'all will see in a second. Y'all think I would just sit here and tell y'all? No. That's not how we do it on this channel. We give proof. We give pictures.
Marky KN just joined M3 Ski.
We give excitement. We give visualizables. Me I say visualizables. We give the full thing. Do you see this right here? This is not for any story time. This shit right here, it's for serious matters only. So if you're gonna type, stop yapping throughout this whole motherfucking thing, you best believe you're gonna leave right now. Cause I'm gonna be yapping my ass off, whether you like it or not. This story, I ain't gonna lie, it's kinda deep. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This is one of the craziest stories of my own life, personally. Came from TikTok, bro, you fucking funny. Appreciate that, my boy. First time chatting, what's good? Now, I joke about this. I joke about this story a lot. I never told anybody this story. This story, how I lost my V card. 1 second. I think somebody set the door. I think that was the sound. But let's get right into this shit. It's a little shaky. It's a little home built because I don't have anything else. Here we go. Hey, I'm telling y'all, bro, this streaming shit, I'm born to do this shit. Evidence board, visual board, whatever you want to call it. Now, as y'all can see, we got a board. We got the visuals. As y'all can see, and I'm not going to give out any names or anything like that. Here we go. First things first. So, it all starts back in the day. It all starts back in the day when I was a child. It all starts all the way back. You may think, oh, high school. You may think university. No. It all starts in middle school. Drop the mic. I was in middle school. I was a normal kid, and I'm gonna show y'all who I was, okay? 1 second. 1 second, bro. 1 second, bro. Let me open this shit up real quick. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Little Marlon was a little child right here. Little Somalian child with nothing else but football on his mind. Smash. Yo, I'm not gonna be able to tell the story if y'all gonna keep doing shit like this, bro. Stop, bro. Listen, stop, bro. Can we be serious? Can we be serious for once? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set everything up right here. Let me know if y'all can see this shit. Marlon, okay? This boy right here, at this time, is 12 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I, at this point, 12 years old, had never thought about sex. I never watched anything about sex to do. I never had any sexual intercourse. I never even gooned up till this point. I was a 12-year-old kid with nothing but friends and school and football on my mind. So in my middle school, there was one under us, there was us, and there was one over us. After the ones over us, they was gonna go away to another school because that's where the high school started, right? Not high school, but like the upper middle school. Get what I'm saying? The class above me had some nice baddies. I ain't gonna lie to you. They had some nice baddies. They had some nice gallons. 13, 14-year-olds. Some were 15 because they was a little late in their development. One beautiful day in school. I don't know why, but the baddest. No, 13-year-old, relax. I'm saying for my age, stay up, bitch. At my time, I seen this beautiful Latina in the upper class. And for some odd reason, all the guys wanted her specifically. Everybody wanted her. But for some reason, she wanted this guy right here. Who is that, you may ask? Me. And that's where the Latina comes into play. Now, obviously, I wouldn't do her. I wouldn't show her a picture, because that's a little federal. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could. I wouldn't show her a picture, but Exhibit A, 13-year-old, 14-year-old Latina at the time, all right? Hey, I got proof in this bitch. This is gonna be a show. This is gonna be a series in the future. Thursday night story times. Settle in, get your coffee, get your popcorn ready, because this is the time of day. Now, 14-year-old Latina, 2 years older than me, and 12-year-old fat bitch Somalian Marlon. Now, all the guys in the school. Sorry, 1 second. I got more proof. Just relax. We got the school. We got the physical school at hands. This is where it all started. Let's call her Rainbow Ass School. Okay, all right. Let's call her Ashley. Now, Ashley and Marlon caught eyes. Every day in the hallway, I would go out of the classroom to even catch her slipping outside. Now, Ashley, was a very, very bad student. She would smoke. She would drink. She was 14 years old. She would always be out, and I was the opposite. I never skipped school. I never did drugs. Always did sports, all that shit, okay? At 14, I would catch her sitting outside with her friends, smoking a cigarette with federal boys, 17, 18 years old, coming to our school ground. She would sit on their lap and shit like that because she was quote unquote the baddest in the school. And I'm not even gonna say this shit. When I was 12, she was genuinely the baddest in the school. I'm not even joking. She had a grown bunda at the time of 14 years old. I was 13. I'm saying it back then. I swear to God. Relax. So I'm telling you right now, there would be 17, 18-year-old, like older guys. You know you always have those bad guys at school, especially in Sweden, bro. They would always be there, they would sit there, they would smoke a cigarette, they would never care about school, they would have a knife in their pocket to fucking shack somebody if they said anything wrong. She would just be on their laps. I remember I would come into school and she would just skip class. She would just be at school, but not in school, if that makes sense. She would stare at the laps, she would talk to everybody, she would skip school, she would be rude to the teacher, all this shit. But for some reason, Ashley, the Latina with the fat booty at the time, fucked with little Miskeen Marlon for some odd reason. Why would she fuck me, you may ask? Why would she fuck with me, you may ask? I have no idea. But I'm gonna be honest, for some reason, you may not believe this shit, but I was very popular in my school. And you may not believe it, but I was. So it started off with Marlon and Latina with Ashley. Her name is not Ashley, but I'm saying that. I had some motion, I ain't gonna lie, I had some motion. This is my first ever interaction with a girl in real life. It started off as she would add me on an app called Kik. Now, I don't know about y'all, but can I get a yes or no if y'all remember Kik back in the old days? So Kik would be a prominent, you like those words? I know you do, bitch. Kik would be a prominent app of talking to females or to men, boys, excuse my language, at our age in school. I remember, for about a month straight, we would always catch eye contact. She would always just laugh at me for some odd reason. You know when you were in school, when you were a little kid, you would just be over there blushing. You would just look at each other and be like, oh my God, let me, I was like this, teacher, can I go to the bathroom real quick? It would be dead silent outside, but I knew she would skip class. What did I do? Can I go to the bathroom? Just to go out, walk past her, give her a little smile. At 13, I had the best wrist in the school. That's what I would do. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I would never speak to her. Legit Marlon. Indeed, right there. I would never speak to her. I would never say a word because I was afraid of her and girls. And I didn't even think about that for 1 second. I haven't even beat my meat. My meat was probably about this big. Size of small little penis. Ashley and Marlon in this school went home one day by myself to my dad, a normal random Thursday, I think it was. I see a Kik message. I think it was like a request. You could see her name pop up and she could just write to you. I seen, hey, chat, y'all remember this on Kik? It said, Ashley typing ... I remember this shit like it was yesterday. This shit is a traumatizing story for me. Now, Ashley started typing, and Ashley was my crush at the time. It was everybody's crush, and she's typing to me. I'm at dinner thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm in love. I'm in love, baby. I'm in love. She started typing, I started typing back. I remember like it was yesterday. We would type for hours about nothing and nothing at all. We would just type. We would see each other at school the next day. We would smile at each other knowing that nobody knows that we're typing to each other on Kik, by the way. But we know and we love each other. So the love, and let me relax. It wasn't love indeed. It was a little crush. So the likeness of me liking her and the crushness, we would type, then not type, then type, then not type. And I'm sorry, we would type and see each other at school, type and see each other. Chat, y'all know how popular love is. Let me ask y'all a question, intervene real quick. Have y'all ever felt what I'm talking about? Chat, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, right? I'm beating my meat to this. Great. Okay, all right. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You're very excited. You go into high school, you go in middle school, you are very excited. This is your first crush. You're just looking at them. You're not even thinking sexually. Am I right, am I wrong? You're not even thinking sexually about them. You're just thinking about seeing them. You're just typing. Your heart skips a little beat. So every day, when I see her, I'll be happy. I'll be so happy to see her. I would try to skip class to just get a glimpse. Mind y'all, I think we typed for like a month. And we never spoke in school. We saw each other every single day. So there was just little benches outside of school. It was like the entrance was right here, and the bench was right around the corner. I walk into school one day, and we're still typing, we're still going strong, whatever. And I see her sitting with these, she's 14 by the way, I'm 12. She was sitting with these 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, generally. If it was today, they would have been in jail. 17-year-olds, she would sit by them, smoke a cigarette. And she would be the girl that had just straight guy friends because no girls liked her. Wonder why? Coming soon. I seen her. I was like, damn, I got hurt. That was my first ever heartburn. That was my first ever heartbreak, I feel like. Ashley had broken my heart by sitting with these guys. I didn't know what to do. My mind was racing. I was starting to see red, black, blue. Went home later that day, like nothing happened. Kept talking to her. This was my first time starting to act cold. I didn't answer her text. I didn't answer this, that, and the other, is this, that, and the other. I was playing the long game at 12. I had to grow up very fast. I got my first heartbreak at 12. First one ever. I had to grow up very fast. I said, let me not respond to her. Let me stay your dumbass, thought ass over there. Let me chill out. My fault. So I don't respond. I don't do nothing. I was playing games. Hey. I was playing games at the 12 of 12. No experience. I ignored her. Bro talking like he trying to sell me something. I remember it. She would type, and then boom, 9 p.m. came around. It said typing, ... And she said, hey, I remember, why haven't you typed all day to me? Left her, dumbass, on my first ever red. I was manipulating girls. I left her ass on red. Ashley was fuming. What did she do? An hour later, it said, Ashley, type in again. We fucking got her, boy. So she was saying hello with a question mark. I remember like it was yesterday. The conversation goes on for a little bit. I respond kind of coldly. An hour later, she asks the infamous question, do you want to be together with me? Question mark. Hey, at 12 years old, I'm pulling bitches 2 years older than me. Already at 12. I knew at that time that was gonna be something very special in this world. Now Ashley right here, he asked me the question, the infamous question, would you want to be together with me? I said, no doubt, yes ma'am. Little Marlon has gotten his first ever girlfriend. The day I turned 12. Now Marlon went to school the next day, and the next day, and the next day after that, and the next day after that, and the next day after that. Doing amazing. I felt like I was on top of the world. I was doing good in my sports. I was doing good with my girlfriend. Everybody started knowing that we was together, but we never said a word to each other yet. Is there anything that's unclear right now? I'll answer right now, because this right here is where the real story starts. One day, beautiful day in school. I wouldn't even know if it was beautiful or not. It was a beautiful day. The word had gotten around. And now we get hallway. Now, the hallway was very tiny. Now, these pictures are not real. A beautiful Friday. I'm happy as shit. I'm going outside. At this time, we still has not spoken not one word. Not one word in IRL. Not one word. This, good question. Not one word. I see her sitting outside, and I word to my mother when I say this shit. Hey, this was the day I knew that I was a Latina, Asian, mixture, light skin, connoisseur. I knew I was a connoisseur when I walked out that classroom at 1 p.m. on Friday. Everybody sitting outside. She was sitting on the bench with her two friends. Her other friends, let's call her other friend Nova. Nova and Ashley were sitting down. They would always be with each other for some reason. She had some leggings on that was so tight, it was almost inappropriate for her to have them on at 14 years old. No wonder why she and all the 17, 18-year-old boys would look at her all the time. I was like, you know what, bro? Let me go over there and actually talk to her. Fuck it, big balls, big balls. I said, you know what? Let me go over there and talk to her. I remember like it was yesterday. I go straight over there, walking. I'm nervous as fuck. I'm walking over with straight by myself. She's sitting there. I just start talking. I don't even remember what I talked about because I was so nervous. But hey, an hour later we're talking, I'm chilling, whatever. She's sitting on my lap. Someone knocked the door. Ashley, the girl, and Marlon, me, have never spoken before. All of a sudden, she's sitting on my lap. And she had on leggings, so I could feel every fucking bone in her body. Out of nowhere, she's sitting on me for an hour straight. For 1 hour. I'm not joking when I say this shit. My butt was getting sweaty again. That's how long Ashley was sitting on me. Now, this is the part where we get down and dirty to the story. Lock the fucking. Pretty sure all the new viewers, what's good with y'all? I'm sorry if you tuned in a little late to the story. Just a little recap. I'm 12, she's 14. We went to school, middle school together. She was a little thought of the school. I was a little innocent boy. This is how I lost my V card. At this point, we hadn't done nothing. Nothing at all. So, after we talked, it got a little bit more personal. We started talking more. We're starting, every day in school, we started talking about woo. She's sitting outside again. I'm thinking, okay, here we go, round two. Here we go, round two. It's my turn to speak to her again because you know when you speak to somebody in middle school, you don't really speak, you just type on kick. That's what we're doing. But at this time I was thinking, okay, boom, it's been a week now. I want to talk to her again. Let me talk to her again. Let me walk up to her again. The smile was getting bigger. We was looking at each other when we were passing each other in the hallway. Her friends was fnittering and jittering. Another Friday rolls around. I was geeked. I walk out of the classroom, everybody's sitting outside again. Start whispering around going, yo, y'all should go kiss, y'all should kiss, y'all should kiss. Excuse me? Hey, lock in, this just wanna get real. I said, what now? Kiss. Innocent boy, never touched my penis once, not even looked at it. Mama's boy, drinking milk till I was 10, on the titties. I seen everybody start forming a crowd in the hallway of the middle school. I'm saying, what the fuck's going on? I'm sitting by her at this point. Again, she's on my lap. Once again, everybody started forming a crowd in the hallway. Now, this is not the real hallway, but mind y'all, hey, visualize now. A hallway in my school, I'm not even joking right now, from right here to right here, from like, I'm talking like half of this, like that's from here to like here. Ashley and me are just vibing. But they're like, yo, y'all should come over here, y'all should come over here. I'm saying, okay, fuck it, let's go. We're laughing, we're quote unquote in puppy love, whatever, but listen to me. I'm an innocent 12-year-old. I thought she was innocent 14-year-old. Turns out, she was not. Now, we end up going to this hallway in school, in middle school. Everybody is chanting. I'm not joking when I say this shit, bruh. I'm not trying to sound like a main character, no nothing. But this is kind of motion. I ain't gonna lie. This is when I knew I was about to become something great. Everybody start chanting. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Just do it. Kiss. Just do it. Kiss. No, just do it. My dumb ass haven't kissed not one bitch ever. I haven't even thought about kissing. Bitch, I was 12 with probably a 1.5 inch dick, because my shit is 2 at this point. Ashley, I thought she would be innocent too and be like, no, let's not do it. That bitch said, let's do it. Excuse me, ma'am. What are you talking about? We're standing right here. The girls and the guys are standing right, like watching us. I said, kiss. Kiss where? Kiss where? Kiss where? What do you mean kiss? Kiss on the cheek? I was innocent, 12 years old, remember that. We was there for about 10 minutes. It was hot, it was sweaty. It got very hot and everything. We're standing in the middle. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. It was like in a movie. I was talking to my guys, she was talking to hers. Everybody, I swear on my mother's life, I'm not joking with this story, bro. This shit is traumatized. That's why I'm telling the story, bro. That's why we got views now, because it's interesting. I promise y'all, boys. For 10 minutes, we're standing there. All of a sudden, they push her in the middle. And I swear to you, I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to embarrass myself. The whole school was watching this shit. Wallahi. Hey, wallahi. I swear on my mother's life, I don't know how the fuck this happened. I remember I was sweating so much. All of a sudden, It says, we're kissing. Jesus Christ. This shit went in slow motion at this point. Everything in my mind was in slow motion. It was in slow motion. Scene. What did she do? I give her a kiss. She pulls me back in. She starts tongue kissing me. Ashley, at 14 years old, start tongue kissing me. Ashley, the Latina, is moving mad. She's moving insane. I haven't kissed not one girl up to this point. I haven't even talked to not one girl. It was puppy love. Y'all know how it is in middle school. We don't do all this shit. We just type on kick and that's it. All of a sudden, I got the whole school watching me and Ashley kissing. All of a sudden, she got her tongue down my throat. This was the first time I even got a kiss, let alone got a tongue kiss. Listen to me when I say this. The whole school was watching. We was kissing for 10 minutes in front of everybody. I'm not joking when I say this, because I counted that bitch in my head. It was that slow for me. I was so embarrassed. I was so sweaty at this point. I think she had a waterfall in her mouth. I'm not joking when I say this. For 10 minutes, we're tongue kissing. My first time ever. Hey, listen to me. The story only gets worse. 10 minutes in front of everybody. It ends. I don't really recall much leaving the school after that because I was so in shock. I remember I went home. I was thinking about Ashley 24/7. I couldn't think about nothing else. That's when I knew girls is potions, pain, everything above that. I was thinking about her. Day in, day out, because it was a Friday, so we went on to Saturday and Sunday, and we would keep texting on Kick. I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? What's going on? We just kissed. What now? Is this serious? I was 12, she was 15. We keep texting, ain't nothing crazy. Next week of school comes around. We keep doing it, but now nobody's watching us. We go out of school. We go on the lunch breaks. We just go and kiss for 10, 15 minutes. I'm not even joking. I was sweaty each time we did it. See, I was in love. I started getting a little freaky jit at 12. But wait, relax. Up till this point, that was my first kiss and everything. But I know for a fact that was not her damn first kiss because she knew what the fuck she was doing. She would place my hand on her butt. She would bite my lip like we was 18 years old from Tumblr, some shit. Pinterest. What are we talking about? Ashley and Marlon has had two different completely experiences when it comes to love and kissing. I was a 12-year-old boy that just didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Ashley, on the other hand, was a 14-year-old thought. Drop the mic. She was a 14-year-old demon. We kept doing that for a couple weeks. I was happy. I was content. I was thinking this is how a relationship is. I was 12 years old. I was innocent. It was a one beautiful Thursday. I remember it. It was a regular Thursday. I went home after school. We keep texting back and forth. It's been going on for months now. Ashley, all of a sudden, texts me on this Thursday. She was a little different energy this time. I'm cooking you in basketball. You're not doing shit, buddy. She's texting me. She goes, what are you doing after school tomorrow? Mind y'all, I'm 12. I go home from school. I go to football practice. I come home. I'm starting to panic. Nobody knows what I'm doing after school tomorrow. I just want to go home and play my game, my PS2. I'm not doing nothing. But Ashley had other things in mind. She had other things in mind. This is where the story gets very juicy. I reply and I say, nothing. Just going home, chilling. You know how you do. You put nothing. You don't put nothing else. You're 12 years old. Ashley drops the bomb. The most nervous question I've ever experienced in my life. 12 years old, mind you. 12 years old. My first ever kiss was this girl. My first ever talk to a female was this girl, but I was 12. She says, do you want to come home to my crib, my parents' crib, tomorrow after school? Woo! I said, you said what? I got nervous. I remember I was telling my mom, I was like, can I? She was like, no. Sorry. I didn't tell my mom shit. I did not tell my mom shit because I did not tell my mom anything because she would have slapped the fuck out of me. Woo! I told my mom, I didn't tell my mom. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, tomorrow I'm probably going to go play some football after school because that's what I would do. Mom said, that's fine. Go ahead, go do your thing, boy. Now, but I was a This is when the story gets juicy. Lock the fuck in right now. I'm talking about lock the fuck in. Friday comes around. I'm going up in school. I'm excited as fuck. I've never been this excited ever in my life. I've never been this excited ever in my life. I'm thinking, holy shit, I'm gonna go home to a girl's crib at 15 years old. I'm thinking it's a play date. I'm excited. I wake up that day. I put jeans on, and this is a very important part of the story. You may not think it is, but it is. I wake up. What I put on? I put jeans on. I never have jeans on ever. I put jeans on. I'm trying to look good. I'm trying to think, you know what? I'm gonna meet her parents. I'm gonna do all this. I'm gonna meet her again. Let me be a little stylish. Let me be a little stylish. I'm 12 years old, by the way. I'm 12 years old. White shirt. You may think, why do you have a white shirt? Let me explain. I put on my best fit at the time. A plain white shirt on Marlon, 12 years old. And some tight blue jeans. Yeah, you may say tight. What do you mean? I didn't have style at 12 years old. I put on blue jeans, tight blue jeans with a white tee. Treat me like somebody, white tee, we just wanna wife me. My fault. Anybody that's from Sweden in here will recognize this photo. I'm gonna start taking out pictures, all right? This was the school, that's going down. Now, we jump on the number 5 bus. You may ask, why do you have the bus picture and just the number 5 bus? Why do you have that? Let me tell you our story. At this point, she just followed me to the bus. We were supposed to take the bus home all the way to her crib. I didn't know where she lived. I lived kind of in the city, in the little hood or whatnot. She lived somewhere else. So we would stay on this bus ride for 20 minutes. Ashley and Marlon would stand on the bus because there was no seats. We had eye contact the whole time. We had to stand. This is me, this is her. We had to stand this close. And I remember it. We didn't say not one word the whole bus ride. That place a nightmare zone. I just Googled it. Thank you, Max. It is. We're gonna switch that out for the hallway. Now you may ask, why do you call this part of the story traumatizing? We're on this bus. It's very awkward. We're standing next to each other. We're not saying a word. I remember. So we jump off the bus. Now, mind y'all, I told y'all, this shit right here is the worst neighborhood in Sweden at this point. We jump off this bus. And she says, all of a sudden she says, yo, do you want to go eat McDonald's real quick? McDonald's right by her house. I said, what? I ain't got no money, but say less. So we go to this McDonald's right by her house. 3, 2, 1 scene. So we go to the McDonald's. We go to the most dirty McDonald's I've ever seen in my life. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. Let's switch this out real quick. We're looking at the menu. I remember that. I was looking up at the menu, and she says, what do you want? I said, bitch, what are you talking about? She says, what do you want? I said, what? I felt like a bitch. So you're gonna buy me food? I said, bet. That was when I knew I was a bitch in this world. I said, you know what? My fat ass said, let me get a Big Mac meal. She said, okay. So I do the same thing. Like this. She said, okay. She got ice cream. She got a little ice cream, the little for like 50 cents back in the day. The little ice cream cone. So we order this food, and at this point, I'm starving, but I'm not trying to eat nothing because that's embarrassing. So we sit down, we get our meal. I get my Happy Meal. I get my Happy Meal. She get a little ice cream, and we sit next to each other. No, my fault. We sit like this. We sit like this. My first ever meal with a woman. I need y'all to lock in with me right now. We leave the McDonald's. Her home is like 2 minutes away. Rats crawling in the back, everything. On God, Drewski, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. We go upstairs. I see the buildings. It's trashy. It's like mine, a little bit worse. But I'm in this neighborhood. It's the worst part of Sweden. So I go in the elevator. What do I see? I'm not even joking when I say this. I see drug bags. I see cigarette marks. I see people riding on the elevator. I said, goddamn, I'm in the hood. Bitch, I'm in the hood. Now, my shit is bad. My hood was bad as fuck. It was bad as fuck. But her shit, top of the top. We go up the elevator. This shit sound like this. I'm scared of shit. But I'm with her, I'm acting like, yeah, this shit cool, this shit calm, whatever. J2 Black, think what's up, broski. I'm acting calm and collected. But bro, best believe I was scared. I was scared as fuck. I'm not joking when I say this. We get upstairs. She opened her door. Hey, mind y'all, I got asthma. Hey, right here. I got asthma. Put that in your mind. Her mama opens the door. Woof. Traumatized. door. Very, very nice mom. But it says woof. Open the door, it's a woof of straight cigarette smoke. Cause she and her whole fucking family was smoking the apartment down. 2 dogs in there, plus cigarette smoking in there. No windows open, no ventilation, no AC. So not only did I get a woof of cigarettes, I got a woof of dogs and cigarettes in my face. I think I started doing this shit. Right off the bat. I got dogs in my mouth. I say hi to her mom. Luckily, her dad wasn't home. Luckily, put that in mind. Her dad was not home. She had one older brother, one dad. Her uncle was there. Her mom was there. Her 2 big sisters, Ashley and Marlon. We at the crib. I told y'all about the cigarette. I told y'all about the dog shit. This one to get serious. 4th quarter lock-in. So I walk into her crib. I don't even walk out to the big party crib. No, nothing. But you know when it's a crib, it's so crowded with people, it's couches, this, that, and other, just stuff everywhere. You just know they have a very bad time. People go through shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Chat. People go through shit like that, and it's fine. It's fine. People go through shit, but chat. Let me know if y'all with me. Y'all my family, I know y'all understand what I'm saying. You know when a crib is so crowded, it's so dusty, it's this, that, and the other shit. I might live in one right now, but like, chat, you know what I'm talking about, bro? It's just a bad vibe. It's just a bad vibe, bro. It's like the mom is depressed. She probably don't have no work. It's dogs there, just packed up, shit like that. You get it. Her room was right in, straight to the left. Door open, it was in there. I was like, bet. Let me see your room. Let's get a little play date going. I'm 12, gang. I thought this shit was a play date. I thought, pull out the toys, pull out the drawer. Let me play with them toys. Not with your pussy, with the toys. I walk into the room. I see 2 beds. She's like, yeah, I'm sharing this shit with my sisters. I'm like, okay, but it's only 2 beds. That's when I knew they was in the trenches. Let's switch this shit out from McDonald's. No, but I'm saying like, bro, look, I got asthma. My shit started beating hard as shit. No open window, no nothing. All I am is I'm looking at that motherfucking window all the time. I'm like, bro, please open the fucking window. But I'm too embarrassed to say anything. The dogs come in there like, you know them ugly ass, big ass dog, they fucking slap her all over there like, I'm like, dead ass, bro. When she went there, she was like, I'm going to the bathroom. I said, bitch, fuck out of here, bitch. I'm slapping the dog left, right, center. She going, oh God, oh shit. Oh God, I knew that shit. No, God, I knew that shit. I don't give a fuck. I was in the room. Right there, I was in the room. She said, sit on the bed. I said, okay, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am, I'm 12 years old. I'm thinking, okay, she's gonna get the toys. We're gonna play with something. She's gonna get we didn't have no iPads or nothing, so she had a little TV. I was like, oh, we can watch some TV, some fucking Toy Story and shit like that. Some fucking kid shows, some Cartoon Network, some Disney Channel and shit like that. She said, sit down. I said, yes ma'am. No hesitation, I said, yes ma'am. Get the dog out of here, bitch. Slap the fuck out of that bitch. 3, 2, 1, seat. Lock in right now. I sit down on the bed like a little bitch. I got bitched again. She goes out, she comes in. No toys, by the way. That's when I started to get worried. I said, no toys, say less. Say less. She closes the door. Mind you, her uncle, her mom, her 2 sisters, and the dogs are still home at this point. She closes the door. It's the middle of the day. Here we go. Now you tell me, chat, you tell me family, how there was no toys in the room, but she still wanted to play. Ashley, 15 years old, was on demon time at this point. I still to this day have not seen nothing more clearly than this right here, ever. This part of the story is a little traumatizing, but I just laugh it off. And for once, I was like, fuck it. Let me tell my story to the world, bro. I still remember this shit like it was yesterday. It was the black shorts with the white strip. I remember like it was yesterday. Mind you, I'm 12. Boom, locked the door. I said, goddamn, what's going on? I'm getting panic attacks. Asthmatic. She grabs my shoulders, puts it down. So I lay down flat like a fish. Flat down like a fish. And she, with her shorts on, gets on top of me like she's about to ride the fuck out of my dick. Like the fucking chat. This shit not funny, gang, on God. On God, this shit not funny. She sits on me. Bro, why am I laughing? Bro, I know why I'm laughing. This shit is not funny. Yo, chat, listen. I need everybody right now to stop because this shit is dead ass traumatizing. I'm not even joking when I say this shit, bro. Y'all can laugh and whatever. This is traumatizing. It doesn't stop there. 3, 2, 1 scene. I remember like it was yesterday. She sits on me. I'm like, holy shit. I get a little boner. I remember it. But I didn't think nothing else of it. We've only kissed. I've only kissed this girl. I was 12, gang. I was still innocent. I haven't even beaten my meat at this point. Not once. But I got bricked because that's just a natural reaction of the body. It's just a natural reaction of the body. But mind y'all, I had jeans on and my dick was probably about 1.5 inches long. She couldn't feel that shit. So she pushed me down. She pushed me down and she leans over me, tilts her booty out a little bit while on my penis area, she started tongue kissing me. I'm like, holy shit, here we go. She's going crazy. She's going crazy. She's kissing me. Now, relax. Before we get on to this story, at this point, this is very serious. I'm not lying. I'm not lying when I say this shit. At 12, gang, I'm 12. At this point, she's kissing me. We've kissed before. That's the only thing we've done. Even though she was in shorts and I had a boner, I didn't think, up to this point, nothing of it. At all. I was like, fuck it, you know what? We've been kissing like this for fucking months now at school. We might as well do it at her crib. Bro, it's mentioned that he was 12, about 150 something. Yeah, bro, Miguel, shut your dumb ass up. I'm doing that shit for all new viewers, okay? I'm not even joking when I say this shit. We kissed for about 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, what's going on? My lips getting dry. I can't even feel my face anymore. She just, bro, she was an aggressive ass fucking kisser too. I remember this like it was yesterday. She was like, She was experienced. I'm like, bitch, are you Ash Cass or you Ruby Rose? Like, or are you 15 Ashley? Or are you a 15-year-old Ashley that goes to middle school? What are you? Are you a hidden porn star? Are you really 21 years old? I'm starting to question it. I'm starting to question. You know when you were a little kid, that shit could just be hard. But she's sitting on it the whole time. Now, I don't know what in the motherfucking mind started doing this shit, but this one I started to get worried. All of a sudden, she's in booty shorts, by the way. Oh my God, gunshots. What the fuck? We kissed for about 20 minutes. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem. She got booty shorts on. 20 minutes in, she started grinding on my shit. Ashley started grinding, dry humping, you would say. Marlon, fat, 12-year-old. My dick is still hard. So she's probably, I don't even know if she's feeling this shit. I got a 1.5 incher. What is she grinding on? What is she grinding on? I'm gonna just go straight to it. Mind y'all, I'm an innocent boy. She pulls down my jeans. She takes her shorts off. She keeps kissing me by the way she's doing all this. She's doing all this shit. I'm laying there like a fish. I'm traumatized at this point. At this point, I am traumatized. Right now, I'm just looking up while kissing her. Mine is blurred. It's like I'm in the clouds. I'm blurred. She pulls my pants down. Somehow, some way, bro, at this point, I had never even touched my meat. I never even touched my meat. I never even done nothing. I just remember. I shouldn't be laughing at this shit. Listen, deadass right now. Yo, y'all may laugh at this shit. This shit is not funny. I remember she pulled out my penis. She put it in, and I just felt. I remember just being like, what is that? I was like, this shit warm as hell. I'm being so deadass right now. I'm like, this shit is warm as hell. But the thing is, bro, like, this shit is not funny. And she just started riding it, bro. I remember looking up. At this point, she stopped kissing me. She's just riding it. And she's going off. She's moaning, like, quietly, because her family was still outside. Brody, she is 15! I'm 12! I've never done anything in my life. I thought I was going on a play date. She started riding me. And she's like, quietly. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you out of breath? This is not a funny matter. This is not a funny matter at all. I'm sorry. I warned y'all. Hey, I warned y'all. This is a little TMI. This is a little explicit. And like, she's not even riding it. She's more like grinding on it. My shit was inside of her, bro. I'm not over-exaggerating when I say this shit, because I remember the exact time I told you how this shit was traumatizing. Very traumatizing. I lay there just looking up. I remember I was looking up at her ceiling, and she was going, on my mother's life. I remember like it was yesterday. Like a fish. Like a fish, I'm just laying there. It's like a whole movie. I'm there like a fish. I'm starting to think like, this is what I'm thinking the whole time. It's blurry, it's very blurry, this part. I'm like, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? Is this how sex is? I never knew about this shit, what is this? I never knew anything. The door was locked, and she was just going in. And tell me why. I'm gonna put this shit up and I'm gonna explain why. Appreciate something, Matthew. The first few times you jerk your penis, you masturbate, you don't come. You don't come anything, like anything. You don't feel nothing, no nothing. For 2 hours, she was riding me in her bed, in a trash-ass apartment, while her family was outside for 2 hours. Now when I think back at this shit, I'm really wondering, what did her parents think? What did her parents think we were doing? Was they used to this shit? Was she used to bringing people home? Was she used to bringing guys home? Was her mom used to them bringing guys from her locking the door? Was she? 2 hours, not a word, not a knock, no nothing. After those 2 hours, it got to a point where my mind wasn't clouded anymore. I'm telling you, I was laying like this for 2 hours. Bro, I didn't feel my legs or nothing. My whole down part, her fat ass was sitting on, so my shit was numb. That's when I knew. When my shit got numb, this is how I got off. My shit got so numb, bro, she rode me for 2 hours. She was like a stallion in that bitch. I was like, God damn, you are a porn star. At 15. So this is what I did. Because for those 2 hours, I was traumatized. The time went by like this because I was so traumatized. I remember I was looking at the clock after. I was like, holy shit, 2 hours? Is this how it's supposed to be? I was confused. So I remember this. I hugged her, and I was like, I kind of pushed her off so she would know. Now, she probably kept riding me for 2 hours. She kept riding me for 2 hours because she probably thought I was about to come because she was experienced at 15 years old. But I never did. Hey, I'm proud of you, the grind show. Appreciate you, Drew. But I never did. So I pushed her off when my shit got numb. I remember sitting on the bed. She put her shorts on and went straight to the bathroom. The bathroom was right outside her shit. So I go off, I push her off, and I remember she went to the bathroom for like a few 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I remember I was just sitting on my bed, watching the time, pull my pants up, and my shirt looked like this. And you may think that my shirt looks like that from sweat. No. This is the worst part of the story. She rode me for this long. I promise y'all, this is the one part that I never, ever got to play with or got on my right. I'm sitting at the bed. I remember sitting at the bed. I was sitting there and looked at my phone, and I looked down traumatized. Half of my shirt down from the front, wet, with little like yellow in it, little red, whatever, wet. Now you tell me how that happened. You tell me what you think happened with that. Cause I know damn well that shit was not sweating. Cause I wasn't sweating. I was traumatized. I wasn't no sweat. So what was that? Yellow-ish. No, she didn't piss on me. No, she didn't piss on me. It wasn't yellow like that. It was like see-through, but it was like bro, explicit, but like some cum. It's cum. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's her cum. She's 15, rode me for 2 hours, and she would come the entire time. That's why she kept going. When I look back at it, I remember it. She would ride me, she would get a little tired, then she would go crazy. And then she would like, 2 or 3 years later, I realized that whole time, she was just nutting. Back to back to back to back. When she was at the bathroom, I went up with my wet shirt. I took my backpack, didn't say nothing, snuck out the door at 12 years old because I was so traumatized. I went downstairs. It was like 6 p.m. I took the bus by myself. I remember this shit vividly. I snuck out the door. I went downstairs. The bus comes right by. I'm rushing. My heart is beating because I knew I was about to see her in school. I go on the bus, and the bus driver looks at my t-shirt going like, it's not raining outside, is it? True story. I go on to the first seat of the bus. I sit there, I was embarrassed. I remember like this. I was sitting like this because I was so embarrassed of what had just happened. I go on my phone. All I could think of was going home. I remember I went home to my mom. I took because my mom didn't know I was at a bitch house. I took off my shirt. I threw it in the trash outside. I went upstairs and I told my mom, "Nah, mom, it just ripped when we was playing football." And that, my friends, is how I lost my V card. Should I tell y'all a quick 2 minutes what happened afterwards? Not so deeply, but just like quick after what happened. Since y'all want to know like what happened when I got to school and shit like that. We never texted after that, ever again. Ever again. It gets worse. I had a best friend. This was my best friend. This was my best friend of all time. We would go to practice, we would go everywhere, we would go this, that, and the other, everywhere. Now I told y'all this little thought of Ashley, fuck that thought, I don't give a fuck her, bro. Ashley. We never spoke again. This was my best friend. I'm not gonna say his name. This was my best friend. Forever. I'm talking about forever. Like, where we lived right by each other. We took that, bro, to school, to practice, to everything. We talked about everything. He was my boy. I told her about everything. I go to school one day, a week after, not talk to her at all. Remember when I told y'all how she would sit at 17, 18-year-old people, like older guys, just sitting outside and shit like that? We didn't talk for about a week. My best friend, I pull up in school one day. She's sitting on his lap outside like she did before. That was the last time I ever spoke to him, ever spoke to her, from going from every single day to never, ever speaking again, ever. For years, even when I turned 16, 17, 18, that was my best friend forever. We still lived by each other. We never spoke, not once, because he was with my girlfriend when I was 12. Best friend, broke it. So, fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about Ashley, but I'm telling y'all right now, when I remember the day so vividly, I went to school and I seen him just sit there and he looked at me and he just looked away. I remember till this day, I've never been so heartbroken. 4 years, Brody, 4 years after that. 4 years. Like 4 years. Fuck her. I don't give a fuck about it, but him, my best friend for life. Ever. I could talk, bro. I was with his mom, everything, bro. You wanna know what the worst part of this whole story is? This is deep. This is very deep. This ain't nothing like laugh about. We never spoke again, ever. We would like do some handshakes, whatever, like what's up, man, like whatever, like we was like 18, 17, like we would see each other high school and shit like that, but like deadass, it was on smoke. Like we never spoke again, ever after that, ever after that. You know what the saddest part about this shit is? Deadass. That best friend, I told y'all, I didn't grow up in the best city and shit like that, in the best hood. That best friend, would always be my best friend, even to this day, like genuinely, like, you know, you can feel it in your heart. He got murdered 2 years ago. Open street, at night, stabbed to death. Yeah, bro. And I let a woman when I was 12 get in between us, bro. My best ever friend, bro. I remember calling my dad, and my dad knew him too. My dad knew his whole family. That was like my dad's son too. It was like that type. And he got murdered. And you wanna know the worst part? I'm gonna tell this because it's his testimony. You know what the worst part is? He was a little trouble kid. We was trouble together. I think God pulled me away from him a little bit. It hurts to say, but he pulled me away from him because he went the wrong path and I went the basketball route, and he kind of was the same route, but he went the other path, unfortunately. So I think God kind of pulled me away from that and those people when that happened, generally, because I was going down a really bad path, to be honest, with them. So thank God for that in a way, because maybe I wouldn't even been here right now, genuinely. But you know what the saddest part is? He was always a good man of heart. He was always around trouble, but he was never the trouble. He was always around trouble, but was never the trouble. Get that to your head. I know the people who did it. I know the whole story privately, and it was the middle of the night, and I think he was like what, 19, 20, and him and his boy was out, and they pulled up a car, and they jumped out. And like he owed them something, so they start fighting. Like they was about to fist fight, going head to head. And my man's steps in, like Jimmy steps in, about to stop it, does this, but the other man's already pulled out his knife and is already mad. and stabs my boy instead. Left him just bleeding. Open street, 3 a.m., nobody's outside, and they just take off. They just take off. The best friend, the other friend that he was with, goes into the nearest restaurant. He's like, yo, my friend just got killed. He got stabbed. They call the police, whatever. They try to save him. Life wasn't able to be saved, man. You know what the worst part is about that shit? His mom still lives by my mom. I see her all the time. And every time she sees me, she starts crying. And she hugs me. And she hugs me like I'm him. You know? She hugs me like I'm him. And I start crying every time. And like, we don't say nothing. And we don't say nothing. You know, we don't say nothing. She hugs me. And she just don't say nothing. She just cries. So I just want to shout out to his family. I hope one day I can take care of them too, because I will. I remember his little sister she would write to me on Instagram. I was at his funeral. It was very emotional. Everybody was there from the city. And I just felt lost. I felt like, damn, alright, girl, bro, this would have been my best. Maybe I could have pulled him out of that. Maybe I could have pulled him out of that, you know? But at the same time, I can't make his choices. But man, I always think about his family and shit like that. Always. His dad, his mom. Crazy. But yeah, man. That ended a little crazy. That's some very private stuff I never really share with anyone, but since y'all my family, bro, I did that. Let's not try not to be sad about that, because I think he's in a better place. Hopefully his family's good someday, and I'm gonna be able to take care of them from doing this stuff right here and providing y'all with like things that people like streamers don't really usually do. So I just want to say, fuck you, Ashley. I got sexually assaulted by her. It's all good though. It's all jokes. I lost my V card when I was 12. Storytime Thursdays with Marlon is here, and that shit is here to stay. Can we get a motherfucking W in the chat for everything, bro? Shout out to y'all, bro. Like, bro, what? What? Look at us! Look at us! Look at us! Look at us! I love y'all, man. Hey, I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Chat, be on my Snap, be on my Instagram, all that shit, bro. Interact with me off stream, because I need y'all every day, bro. That's all I do. Y'all motivation, y'all my power, y'all my inspiration, y'all everything, bro.